they've increased. Scepter no longer increases Chronosphere duration. Ooh, that's a nerf to that Scepter. I don't know what else it does. I think it also drops the cooldown, so it's still good for him, but I don't know. Okay. I'd say nerfs. I mean, he needed it a little bit, not that much. All right, rework Scepter and Gyro. If you remember, it used to give you able to pop your cooldown from anywhere in the map. Adds a side gunner, fires an attack automatically at random enemy units within a 600 AoE every 1.4 seconds. Same firing rules as rocket barrage. Closer they are, the more they hit. Fires while disabled, but not while hidden from map. When affected by astral imprisonment or duration. Okay. But does not attack while invisible or disabled by break. I feel like that's... I mean, it's a cool concept. You have an extra attack going every 1.4 seconds. The question becomes, does that side gunner... I'm assuming that side gunner has all of your items. So if you have, like Deso, which I don't think most gyros get Deso, but like, I don't know. Okay, I'm just using Deso as an example. Not most gyros don't get Deso, but would that attack be a Deso attack or no? Base damage reduced by 4. Okay. All right. We'll have to see on that. Huskar, Berserker's Blood max attack speed increased. Oh dear God. Yeah, that's what he needed. All right, you're gonna attack faster the lower you are on health. That's what Huskar's needed. Alright, invoked spells. Invoker's 10 real abilities. Cast point increased from 0 to 0.05. Cold Snap is now dispellable as it should have been. Ghost Walk cooldown increased by 10 seconds. Okay, Tornado Vision reduced. Wow. Oh, the AoE. Okay, so you basically just see that straight line of that tornado. You don't see around the tornadoes. Okay. Forge Spirit Health / mana change from Exhort Quas base to Quas Exhort base. Okay. So it used to be if you had more Exhort, they had more health. If you had more Quas, they had more mana. Or yeah. Now if you have more Quas, the more Quas you have, the more health the Forge Spirit has. That's good. Means you most likely most of the time you'll be able to kill the Forge Spirits easier because most invokers will leave 4 in Quas and then build off of the Exhort and stuff like that. So okay. Base int reduced from 22 to 16. Base damage increased accordingly to remain the same. Okay. So less spells. Chikiro, macro power distance oh, good God. That's like a scepter distance. Okay, you can't unit macro power scepter duration increased by 10 seconds. I don't care. That's a huge. Whew, that's a buff. It's a big old buff. Most Chikiros were not targeting. They were targeting this area anyway, so that's no big deal. Wow. Okay. Healing Ward now follows Jugs by default. Okay. That's good. Should have been doing that anyways, probably. Keep the light movement speed increase. Okay. Torrent damage is now dealt evenly over 8 ticks. Half the damage was dealt at the start, and the other half was dealt evenly over 10 ticks. Okay, so you're gonna get hurt more evenly over time. I never even noticed that. That's fine. Torrent stun duration increased very, very slightly. Okay. Torrent mana cost reduced at the early levels. Okay. Legion Commander. Duel no longer ignores disarm or... Okay. That Hex units won't attack during duel. Okay. Dual Scepter duration increased to 6, 7, and 8. Okay, that was needed. The Scepter just wasn't long enough. It wasn't a good enough Scepter. That helps it a lot. Frost Blast and Chain Frost slows are now independent debuffs. Okay. Okay, that means they stack with each other. So you Frost Blast someone and you Chain Frost them, they're gonna not go. Chain Frost, no. Whoo, that's big. Chain Frost no longer jumps to zombies. So if there's an Undying, you can't just run around and get zombies and get lucky with a chain bounce. It's gonna bounce off of you and your allies. That actually means Undying is no longer a counter to Lich. Lifestealer. Infest can now only target Ancients with level 2 and level 3. Okay. That was needed. That was needed after the amount of cheese with that Black Dragon. Oh, I'm level 6. Let me go get in a Black Dragon and push through tier 2s in every lane. Oh my gosh. Alright, good. Alright, Lone Druid. Spirit Bearers. Entangle now uses pseudo-random distribution. Battle Cry damage reduced. Okay. Luna agility growth increased. Okay. Magnus. Base HP regen increased slightly. Actually, decent amount. Okay. Damage increased by 4. Okay. Medusa. Sun Gaze damage amp increased to 50 at all levels. Wow, that's kind of big. Okay, but it drops slightly better at the last level on the duration because it would have been the same that, but it's less on the earlier levels, and slow reduced from 50 to 35. Okay. That's good reductions. That's good. Base damage increased up by 4 on Meepo. Okay, not, I mean, it's decent. Added a Scepter to Mirana. Okay. Her ult just makes you invis. Now what is it gonna do? Passively triggers Starstorm every 8 seconds. If there are no units to affect, the spell waits until there is a nearby enemy. Does not trigger if the enemy does not see you. Passive procs are disabled by break. So it's a passive. Wow. So no mana Starstorms every 8 seconds. That could be good. I mean, in fights, you're getting an extra about, depending on the fight, 2 to 3. Maybe only 1, but from anywhere from 1 to 3 Starstorms, plus the one I think you can probably cast. If I'm guessing, if I'm reading this right, you can cast one as well. That's some decent damage. Hey. It's a little cheese, and I don't think it's going to be like a massive pickup, but it may be. I don't know. Alright, Morphling. Replicate damage dealt increased from 50 to 80. Alright, hybrid cooldown reduced massively. Okay. Naga Siren. Mirror image illusion damage increased by 5% at all levels. Okay. Song of the Siren Scepter regen increased from 8 to 10. Yeah, that was needed. Not really, but because that's just so good. Song of the Siren now affects units like golems. Okay. Nature's Prophet. Treant's bounty increase from 14 to 20 to 18 to 24. Okay, so you kill those trees, it sends up, you get more gold. Treant's vision reduced. Okay, so nerfs to Prophet. Necro. Reaper's Scythe respawn time penalty reduced from 30. Oh, thank you! Oh, he can't just get level 6 and instantly take someone down for 30 more seconds than they should be. It's 10 seconds to start, 20, then 30. That's so much better because that 30 seconds at the early levels was so huge. You just lost so much gold, so much XP. You couldn't do anything. It just like, we've lost because I can't come back, basically. Reaper Scythe damage factor increased. Okay, from 0.4, 0.6, 0.9 to 0.6, 0.7, 5.9. Okay, so early levels it does more damage. Or not more damage. Well, instead of having to have, you can have more health and it takes more away. Whatever. That makes sense. Nexus Action. Fixed Spike Carapace not preventing damage when a spell immune attacker damages you. Okay. Base HP regen increased. Okay. Omni Knight degen aura no longer pierces spell immunity as it should be. Uh-oh. Scepter to Oracle. Reduces Purifying Flames cool damage from 2.2 to 5 seconds to 1 second and lowers cast point. Wow. Trying to remember which one Purifying Flames is. That's the heal. Am I right? Yeah, that's the nuke heal. Dang, son, you can just nuke people down with that. That may be good enough to put a Scepter on Oracle. I don't know. Okay. Odie, who will... oh, he needs nerfs. Arcane Orb, Intelligence steal from 2, 3, 4, 5 to 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, one less at each level. Okay. Arcane Orb mana cost increased, except for level 1. It increases by 20 at all levels. Astral Imprisonment cast range reduce. Okay. Those are nerfs. I don't know that it's enough. That Int Steal is a good start. I don't know it's enough to knock him out of the scene right now, but those are needed. PA Stifling Dagger now does a real physical attack for 60 plus of your attack damage. All attack effects work and behaves as if you're hero performing. Phantom Assassin's turn rate increased. Okay. Buff to PA. Phoenix Supernova Scepter now also increases the number of attacks needed to destroy the Supernova. You're never going to kill that egg at 13. You're not going to get 13 attacks off, I don't think. Scepter is now like required on Phoenix. You get a Scepter, they're not killing your egg. Puck. Increased illusionary orb speed by 1. Okay. Pugnant Netherward now treats illusions as creeps for hit count calculation. Okay. Static link break distance increased. That was not needed, but alright. Bring Razor back in a little bit. Ricky's added to Captain's mode. I don't think he's going to get picked, but you know, whatever. Blink strike damage increased massively. By, what is it, 40 every level? Yeah. Tricks of the trade cast point improved. Tricks of the trade cooldown drops by 5 every level. Okay. Rubic Fable damage increase. Null field increase slightly at high levels, more massively at start. So 1 level up, it's really good now. Sand King Sandstorm max channel time rescale from 20, 40, 60, 80 to 50 at all levels. So you only need 1 level in Sandstorm to jungle. Yep. I don't think that's what they needed to do to him, but they need to change a few things on him. Shadow Demon Disruption illusions damage increased. Okay. Soul Catcher cooldown reduced as you go up in level. Okay. Requiem of Souls damage lines travel distance. Okay. Requiem of Soul damage lines travel distance rescaled to 1000. So it's just like it's level 2 at all levels. Starting with increase to max. End with mid. Scepter now increases necromancy max souls. Ooh, okay. Scepter is required on Shadow Fiend now. The Scepter used to just pull back in your ult and give you the health on that, and give you health on the pullback. Now it increases the amount of max souls you can have by 10, which means it increases your damage you can have. I forget how much damage you get per soul, but it's a decent amount. Which also increases the amount of damage you're going to do on your ult, which, oh my goodness. Yeah, Scepter's huge on him now. Okay. Buffs to Shadow Fiend all around. Mass Serpent Ward splash mechanics rework. Now does 75% splash and a 175 AoE. Previous result was... I'm not going through all that. Yeah, it's getting towards the end, guys. Getting tired. Alright, here we go. Silencer. Last word. No longer slows. Good. Arcane Curse base duration reduced. Okay, that's good. It needed to be dropped. Arcane Curse now slows movement speed. Okay. Arcane Curse cooldown increased. Okay. Glaives of Wisdom damage rescale to be worse as you go up. After level 2, it gets worse. Okay. Need a little nerf. That's fine. Mystic Flare. Mystic Flare Scepter duration increase to... What?